What's up guys, give me a Jerky back in the video. Today's video is of Brick didn't lose the statue. So let's begin. Now, this means that the rats win because the big reason the rats lose in the original is because Brick went back to save Cameron, Mike and Zoe. So it's either that he saves Cameron, Mike and Zoe but he doesn't lose the statue and just wins the challenge, or he doesn't go back to save them and win. Now I think it's more likely Brick does still go back and save them and wins the challenge, or they just don't get attacked by the gopher. Either way, the rats win the challenge. And I think Mike and Cameron, Zoe votes Anne-Maria and Anne-Maria votes Zoe. And Scott would vote for Anne-Maria because he would know in good faith to vote with Zoe because she trusts him. And Mike and Cameron would want to vote for Scott, but I think Zoe would ask them to vote for Anne-Maria. And I think Mike and Cameron would probably still vote for Scott, and he votes the tiebreaker. I think Anne-Maria goes, because Anne-Maria would still quit with the diamond. Episode 8. A Mind is a Terrible Thing. So Dakota wouldn't come back as a player because Anne-Maria doesn't quit, so we actually have the even amount of people that's needed. So Lightning and Brick get how the squid. Scott would still be throwing at this point and have the compass and have the idol around this point in the season. And he would still be misguiding the team, so Brick, Joe, and Lightning would win the challenge. And I think Mike and Cameron vote for Scott. And Mike and Cameron who does Scott vote for? And this was the vote Cameron accidentally revealed that Mike has multiple personalities, so I think Scott's going to get rid of Cameron because Cameron's the smartest of this person in the alliance. Zoe still trusts him at this point, so I think getting rid of Mike would not be a good idea. So to keep Zoe happier, he would get rid of Cameron. And I think ultimately Scott would get rid of Cameron. Cameron's out. Merge day. Merge cast. I actually really like this merge. The only difference in the merge is we have Brick here instead of Cameron. Rats and maggots. So episode 9. So Joe and Lightning have their alliance. Scott would still blackmail Mike for the entire episode, towing him around. Brick would do really good in this challenge. I don't think Joe would betray Lightning yet because the big reason Joe betrayed Lightning in the original was because obviously Brick's quite a big threat, so I'm thinking she probably wouldn't betray him yet. But I think Scott would still win immunity, and Mike would still tell Zoe about his multiple personalities, and because Scott can't blackmail him for something he's not keeping a secret, Mike gets eliminated. Episode 10, so Brick just replaces Cameron, and he gets his item originally. Zoe tries to take out Scott. Joe wouldn't get sabotaged, but I think Lightning, without Cameron being there, I think Lightning would actually win immunity. And I think Joe and Lightning would probably vote for Brick. Scott. I think Brick would vote for Joe. Zoe votes for Joe. And Scott will just go along with the vote, so I think Joe was actually eliminated here. Episode 11. This is Eat, Puke, and Be Wary. So Scott would still win the first part of the challenge, and without Cameron, I think between Lightning and Brick, I think Brick would actually win immunity. And I think Zoe would still get rid of Scott. But Scott would point out to Zoe that if you get rid of me, you'll have to face Lightning or Brick in the finale. And I think she would still get rid of Scott because Brick's her friend, even though he's a bigger threat. Episode 12. This is in the fire plot. Obviously, Lightning is annoyed at this point with anyone with Zoe or Brick, so he's actually still a decent guy. Brick would still go and turn around to save get attacked with a fire block, but the big difference in this episode is because Brick is actually really strong and can handle himself. Zoe would have no reason to turn her back with the fire plant because she was the one to originally have it. So I feel like she would win immunity. And between Brick and the Lightning, I think she would eliminate the Lightning here as he'd be a much bigger threat than Brick, even though they're both very physical threats. I think Lightning is more of a powerhouse than Brick. So Brick and Zoe are the finalists of the season. And the race to the top each get winning endings. So I think what would happen is I think Brick would win the season. So thank you guys for watching. This simulation I think season 1 of 1 gone if Brick never lost a statue. So Brick would have actually won the season. So that's pretty cool to think about. And yeah, peace out.